Kettlebell single arm overhead press to reverse lunge. Again, building on what we did last phase, we're going to be doing an overhead press, but instead of marching in place, this time we're going to use a level change, which adds a bit more of intensity and spice. And we're just going into a reverse lunge and coming back up with the kettlebell in the front rack position. If you notice during the demo, what I did when I pressed the kettlebell overhead was held on to one side of my rib cage. You don't have to do that. You can keep your arm out to the side to irritate tension if you want to, or you can keep your arm right here if you want to. I'm just giving you some different options of things that might help you learn a little bit more about what you're doing with certain movement patterns. So when I hold my ribs, what I'm feeling for is, am I doing this when I press up, or am I leaning over to one side, or am I really kind of pushing down into my hand? So it just helps me to navigate a little bit more what is happening with my core as I'm pressing overhead. Ideally, I should just kind of feel my ribs almost stay in the same spot and not much change, and I should feel a more of kind of like a tightening sensation as I press up and exhale versus anything pushing out and against my forearm. Now for the front rack reverse lunge, we're just going to hold the kettlebell in our front rack position that you should feel really comfy with right now. And again, you can hold your arm right here. You can hold it out for a little bit more balance if you feel like you need it. But I do want you to stay very, very active during this, okay? So don't just like mindlessly come up and down as fast as you can. There's really no point in doing that, okay? I want you to really load your stance leg and then come down with control, okay? Control, control. Push up out of that stance leg and then come back to this middle position with control here. So remember, own each position. You need to feel your core. This is an active position. I am working here. I'm not just hanging out on my joints. And then I'm going to come down with control on the other leg, and I'm going to push up out of that front foot. Remember that it is a reverse lunge, so we let the back knee tap down, but we're not resting on the back knee, okay? So it's really just more of a tap and stand. You're not coming to a true half kneeling position. All right, that's how you do it. Have fun.